Hey noble ones, welcome to Metatron's Academy. Today I found a really interesting video topic. We have got to check it out together. Look at this. We are on World Friends again, which is a channel I really enjoy reacting to and providing my personal opinion and also my perspective as an Italian, because oftentimes they don't have an Italian speaker. Other times they do. But anyways, today they recently posted this video, Old Norse, can Norwegian, Danish, Swedish speakers understand it? And that is a fascinating topic. Now, given who is pronouncing the Old Norse, I would have called someone like Professor Crawford to do that, but then again, let's have a look. That could be fascinating.
Wait.
Oh, that was difficult to listen to, though. The recording quality wasn't great. If I had to listen to Latin as an Italian, recorded like that.
Okay, this is the language. I think that's gonna help, hopefully.
Let's go with that. I believe you guys. Duolingo, do you have Old Norse?
Hello.
Hi.
I know it's a thing, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Oh, really? What's wrong with the, oh goodness gracious, come on, Nordic education system. You've got to teach your people Old Norse. Not necessarily the language, I get it, I would, but not the language. But at least knowing what it was, make myself smaller. Woohoo.
be able to understand it.
No, I don't think so either. I think Swedish is adapted from other countries too much, yeah.
It would be cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also don't think I'm gonna be able to understand.
Oh, they just think they don't understand, not that they don't know what it is. Okay, great. Sorry then. Apologies.
That much, honestly. Yeah, I'm not very confident.
Not confident that I'm gonna survive this.
I mean, I know about it, like we learned about it in history lesson, but
I'm glad.
Not so much about like understanding the language, more just...
This is fascinating though, because in Italy we absolutely study Latin in high school, for instance. So it would be interesting to see, if you are Nordic, let me know. Do you guys, why don't you study the language? Or do you not study the language at all? Like in middle school, in high school, even though it's the root, really, of your languages?
About the existence
Surprising.
of it.
I think it's only been like through some, very old times, like the songs or something from ancient times. Even in school, I don't remember that we were being taught about it. So I know about it like you said as well, but don't know the language.
So they haven't been taught about it. So they don't study what Old Norse is. Whew.
I can't recall, maybe. I don't remember. Maybe if it's been some adaptation of some Viking stuff or something, but it's not that I can recall yeah, that's Old Norse. Like a 1 out of 5 or 0 out of 5?
I was gonna say 0 to 1.
Well, I would expect them to understand a little more than that because but then again, I don't know. So you let me know. Maybe an Icelandic speaker, like someone from Iceland, would understand more of Old Norse. It's still different, by the way. Modern Icelandic is different, but I think it is more conservative, a bit like Northern Sardinian is more conservative towards classical Latin in Italy. Similarly, I would imagine Icelandic would be more conservative linguistically, and so therefore a bit closer to Old Norse, although still being different.
Expectations are low.
Yeah, let's keep them there.
Let's go.
And then get surprised, pleasantly.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Skål. I think I heard skål.
Snow fell today.
Yeah, I want to say snow falling, something like that.
Yeah, and something with today, yeah.
But what was the skål? We say skål when we cheers.
Maybe that's what it is.
I thought school, skola.
That's what I thought, though. I'm with the Norwegian.
Snow
is she Norwegian?
falling today, school.
Yeah.
Sounded like that.
We got this.
Danish, sorry.
Maybe.
Whether it means that's the question.
It might be completely different, but...
I thought about that too. I was today, school, maybe. And I was maybe not. I would need to hear it again to point it out.
Oh, snow fell in the woods.
Snow fall today in the forest. Yeah, that's skolan. Skogen. Yeah.
One day, maybe.
I would like to know what the modern word is for forest then, if they recognize it only when they see it written. It could be a pronunciation problem or an audio recording problem.
Snow fell one day in the forest.
Oh, that's surprisingly similar.
If that's what it is. Yeah, if you're correct. Oh my god,
I mean, the sentence is built exactly like we would do in Denmark almost. And the words are very similar, like snø or snow or whatever it says there. Sne.
Either a day or 2 days is, I think, forest.
Yeah, the only word that's like very different is the forest, possibly forest, maybe something else. But the other ones are quite similar to Norwegian.
Man, this is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's our inner Vikings coming out.
I actually got the one now, so let's see.
It can only get better.
Nice.
Definitely, like, it's easier when you look at something.
That makes sense because pronunciation is going to sound very different. For instance, that's why it pisses me off every time people say Valheim. It's Valheim. Also because I is not I in Norse, Old Norse, but regardless, even the names of the gods, they're different to how any modern Nordic speaker would pronounce it, and of course it is. Similar with ancient Greek, similar with Latin in classical pronunciation. If you read it in ecclesiastical pronunciation, it's actually very close to how an Italian would read it. Not exactly the same because you still have to add phonemic vowel length, which was not a thing in modern Italian, so we would have to guess it, which often you guess it wrong, so you have to study it. But ecclesiastical pronunciation is very similar, very natural. In fact, it's the Italianate pronunciation, how people call it. But classical Latin pronunciation, yeah, it's very different to how people pronounce Latin in Italy now. It's obviously 2,000 years of distance. I mean,
First time I heard it, I was like, wait, rewind. Let me listen to that again. Then you start like listening, picking up more stuff after just hearing it first. So I think maybe the next round will be easier.
Yeah, I think I expected to not understand anything, and then it was like, wait, I kind of understand it, and then you listen to it like 2 or 3 times, and then especially seeing it as well, I think there's actually a lot of similarities.
And it was funny how we all heard Skålen or something first, and then we'll be, Skålen, like in the forest. First hearing it was a surprise, like, okay, this is the language, what it sounds like, and then it was as if we kind of channeled in.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
In Denmark we say sne.
In Sweden we say snö.
In Norwegian we say snø.
snø.
Denmark we say fælla.
In Swedish we say falla.
In Norwegian we say fallet.
In Denmark we say en.
In Sweden we say en, but it could also be et, but in this case it's en.
In Norwegian we say en.
Similar, but they do sound different. The accent is different. Love it. So far, I like Norwegian a lot, and I would put Swedish second and Danish third, just by the sound.
And in Denmark we say dag.
In Swedish we say dog.
In Norway we say dog.
Very similar Norway and Swedish with this one, dog. And they are quite similar to English, right? Day, dog. It's kind of similar. You can see the connection there, the Germanic root, and in German as well. And then also the word for snow was relatively similar.
Many birds in the forest again? Or I don't know.
Did it say something about morning, like morgen?
I thought it was like many.
Yeah, many. And that's also, so I thought many birds. But then the rest, and then I heard forest again, but maybe that's just from before.
I think I need to see like,
Or at least hear it again.
Only word that I can get is the birds one. I do want to say skog, that it would be forest.
yeah, I think so too.
But it was like skognum or something weird, right?
I think it was like skogen, like the forest. So I think this is like not conjugated like that.
So yeah, it's like something like many
I
birds.
love how they're trying to figure it out. Actually, I find this extremely entertaining. I don't even know why. Of course, I don't understand anything when it comes to Old Norse.
Birds. Like to build?
Maybe it builds nests?
Yeah, because many birds build nests in the wood.
Fugla is like birds, fugle in Danish. And again, forest, skuggi. The building was byggu, right?
Because in Norwegian you would say bygge.
Yeah, bygge in Danish.
Bigge.
Because I think is in or like.
But the markje or whatever, for me, I mean, it doesn't sound like many, which is mange. But since there is an R in fugla, for me, that's normally like R can be like a plural thing. So I'm guessing that markje is many.
Yeah, I feel like the guessing is like for the margir and the pessim. Like I don't fully know those words, so those would have to be guessing, I think.
Yeah, if they're built
maybe a bit like Latin would be for me. Sometimes there are sentences, or for Italians in general, sentences that you do understand completely, sentences that you can pick a few words. Like in fact, the word for forest is an interesting one when it comes to this. Let me show you. Because it's the word silva. And in Italian, we now say foresta, but we do use this as a compound of like you do in English, like Sylvan, Silvano, Silvana. It's even a name, in fact. But yeah, so I could recognize it because of the fact that I have compounds, even though the base word for forest or wood would be bosco, foresta. Yeah, that's what I would use in Italian. But this is such a beautiful word, by the way.
Building something, that's where the guessing of a nest would come. We say "ro" for nest.
I think we say reada as well.
Reada.
Bo. I think we say bo for me bo.
Very different.
Bo is the nest.
Bo.
Living in the house.
Apparently it's cute.
Sounds good. I wonder if that's like deep forest or something like that. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think many birds build nests in the forest.
I feel like the E and pessim should have switched place, but
Oh yeah, the I is before that.
I don't like the placement of that in the sentence. But
Oh, so that's what you meant, that they build in the deep forest instead of that.
Yeah, so maybe it would just be like building in the deep forest, building in this forest.
but the pessim is not really similar to anything in Swedish, so I don't know. I think we can still stick with that sentence because I think that's the closest we're gonna get.
Yeah, go for it. Double down.
Yeah. Or what do you think?
And we still got it at 1 point, so. Live.
Lives. Oh, it's so interesting that they didn't recognize the verb for live, because you would think, man, that's such a basic core word that you would expect it to continue on. But then again, that happens as well with Latin. There are some many core words and verbs that do not persist into modern Romance languages such as Italian. So once again, maybe I shouldn't be surprised.
In this forest.
But we were right about the things that we were
Nice.
sure about, the many birds and the forest.
Except from the building one it's not there.
But then again, I was just trying to, like, how would we say live in Danish?
Yeah.
But we would mostly say leva, but maybe if it's like for,
Leva.
in this case, it would be bo. It's a
Boa.
forest thatch, but it has a B.
Yes, a bee.
We do good. I think we do really
We
good.
got the essence of it. We got a lot of the words.
They're all adorable, by the way. So anyways, almost to the half of it, but because it's a short video, I don't really want to watch too much of it, as to encourage people to click the link in the description and actually give them a like and give them a watch. So I'll do that, of course. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment to go finish it if you enjoyed it. I think they were lovely. And so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for my next daily upload. Goodbye.